Hey, what is up guys? I hope you're all doing very well. I don't know if you've noticed, but I upgraded my setup quite a bit. I now have a new camera that doesn't break, so the HD quality is a little bit more than you're used to. Also, we have lighting, which is quite nice. And we have a new journey, Yennefer. Quite a welcome one. I myself prefer Triss, but hey, beggars cannot be choosers. So this deck isn't anything new. It's also not my original deck. I have borrowed this one. It is still viable from the previous season, and I think you can go quite far with it if you wish. After this, I think I'm going to try and make a Syndicate deck. Hopefully that's going to work out nicely, and I might try some old school monsters. But yeah, let's show you how this Cloggers deck works. Alright, so one of the cards that makes this deck so strong is called Ciri Nova. Now you can only have her in your deck if you have no cards with provision cost 10 or more. So if someone plays this and it gains Resilience, Shield, and Veil, you'll know they don't have any cards above 10 provisions. Keep this in mind when you see this card. Also, when she has Resilience, she goes over to the next round, which is obviously ideal. And if your opponent dry passes in the second round, you just play Ciri and you don't waste any cards while doing it. So there is Ciri. Very cool card to have. Then of course you have the Defender. That's mostly to protect Kolgrim as well as Ciri. I normally tend to play this with Kolgrim, as Kolgrim can quite easily be gotten rid of, especially if your opponent has something like Heatwave or Kolgrim doesn't grow fast enough. And then you have Kolgrim. So Kolgrim is Adrenaline 2, meaning he only starts working when you have 2 or less cards in hand. At the end of your turn, he boosts himself by the difference between the number of cards that you have in your deck and your opponent has in his deck. So the end of this deck is basically to get as many cards out of your deck and get as many cards as you can into your opponent's deck. This term is called clogging, and that's why this deck is called Cloggers. So in order to clog your opponent's deck, we have quite a few cards here. The first is Viper Witcher. So the Viper Witcher gives 2 bleeding to an enemy unit. If you have 6 cards in hand or less, you will spawn a base copy of that unit on top of your opponent's deck. Now be careful, you don't want to spawn something strong back in your opponent's deck. Preferably you want to try and grab the worst card on his side of the board and throw that back into his deck. Then, in order to thin your own deck, you have Hunting Pack. Let's just quickly transmute this, shall we? So, Hunting Pack. If your opponent has a card that has a status, Hunting Pack will pull out the other Hunting Pack. Why is it not moving? There we go. Alright, so just make sure your opponent's cards have at least one status, so this card works. Then you have Coated Weapons. This is a great control card. It damages an enemy unit by 5. If you kill that unit, you place that unit back into your opponent's deck. Now again, if you end up killing strong cards with this card, you will be placing them back in your opponent's deck. So be careful what you choose to tactic with Coated Weapons. Then we have Cynthia. Cynthia spawns a Guardian and places it on top of your opponent's deck. Very nice to clog it. And with all these tactics, we have Hefty Helga. Every time you play a tactic, you get 1 charge, and each charge damages a unit by 2. So, quite nice to have. Alright, so then we have War Council. This is also a nice thinning card. You look at the first 3 cards on the top of your deck and play one of them. And then we have our Location. So this is quite nice because this is an order ability that places a card from your opponent's graveyard back into their deck, therefore clogging it. So normally you place the worst card you can find back into their deck. You also have the option of using 4 of these cards. Normally I play Viper Witcher or Viper Witcher Mentor. So Viper Witcher Mentor received a very big buff recently. His Adrenaline is now 3 instead of 2. Meaning at 3 cards in hand, he'll set the power of himself to match the provision cost of the highest cost card in your opponent's deck. This is also a great indicator of whether your opponent actually pulled his big cards. I mean, if he's going to set himself to 15 and you're playing against Nilfgaard, you know he has a Masquerade Ball still in his deck and can't yet use it. So this is always good to know, and is a great indicator of whether you should push or pass. Alright, so Knickers is obviously a great way to thin the deck. He pops out of the deck whenever he feels like it. We have Mano, who plays a tactic card from your deck. He has to be played range row, of course. Then we have Berenger. Now, you could replace this if you find a better card. I quite like it. It's 9 for 6, and you just have to make sure there's a Witcher in that row. Be careful. Don't place him alone on a row. He will kill himself, so don't do it. Alright, and then we have Roderick. Roderick looks at 2 random gold cards. You get to pick one of them. We have Peter Sayer. Peter will reset the power of a unit, so it's very nice for tool removal. Keep him in hand when playing against certain decks, but you'll figure it out soon enough. Then obviously we have 2 Viper Witcher Mentors, very, very strong in a short round. And that is it, folks. That is it. I hope you enjoy this deck. Again, it's not mine. I borrowed this one from Lionheart. He borrowed it from Shaggy. And I think Lionheart amended it a little bit. It poisons me deep inside. Okay, lockdown against the Simulates. We could do this. We just need to win round 1. What? Have you never seen that girl? You should watch it. She was on Dr. Phil. The Cash Me Outside girl. Yeah, it was very, very, very popular. She's now famous, by the way. She has made so much money merely for appearing on Dr. Phil's show. We need Hefty Helga is what we need. Hefty Helga, where are you? Hefty Helga. No. She made some songs? I think she made some songs after the fact. Being called, it's a term of endearment, yes. 100%. Oh, I would really love something like Hefty Helga right about now. What's the chance that we draw it? It's too small, isn't it? Can't take the chance. I've yet to play it. We'll be playing with friends later today, but my friends speak highly of it. I saw Valheim. It looks good. I want to get it. Lol. You should genuinely get it. It's like the forest, but it doesn't glitch out for me. Dinvin thinks of the follow. It's so relaxing, and the map is so big, and if you feel ready, you just go into the woods, and you will meet creatures from mythologies that you haven't yet heard of. It's so cool. The music was amazing, yes. Oh, it felt so good. It gave that Minecraft vibe, except in the Witcher universe meets Rust. I don't know how to put it. Okay, well, we just play Assassination now. Unless we want to play... Yeah, Coated Weapons is probably better in this case. Also, we thin the deck. I mean, that's already a nice difference. 5 cards. Not bad. 6 cards. And apparently my teammate has put 40 hours into it. I've got 4.5 now, I think. If it goes well, I'm going to make it a weekly thing where I play it. Lionheart and I already have our little place going on. We tested it out to see if it's worth playing on stream. Spoiler, it is. Oh no. I always feel so bad when this happens. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I haven't watched that yet. The deck is COVID. That's acceptable. I'll take that. That's politically correct enough. Okay, a new deck. This looks fun. Mask of Uroboros. Now, if he has yen, that's going to be premium soon. Let's just check that we have everything we want. So far, it's looking good. We're red coin, so more control would be fun. I'm gonna get rid of Viper Witcher Mentor. Alright. Is this Cloggers? If so, I'd argue it's... It is Cloggers, yeah. Okay. So, if we play Roderick, chances are we don't draw what we want, so that's not an option right now. Instead, we are going to get rid of his Hayme Protector. See, we're allowed to insult the deck chat, we just need to be like following for at least the 5 minutes, preferably. I'm gonna put that back in the deck, Thin Mine. Did you... Yeah, I wasn't sure, actually. It depends on whether it was a joke or not. How about you unban and we see if it was? Hello, Nickers. If you'd like. I'm 1 to 6 already. Nice. GG. You could, Damon, if you want to. I'm going to play a hunting pack. Okay, so far so good. And we're on red coin, which is very ideal here. I have a feeling this deck is going to remain very good, even in the current meta. This is definitely going to be one of our main factions, and I think we're going to see a lot of it in the qualifiers as well. I have a strong feeling we'll be seeing a lot of it in the qualifiers. I win 6 losses? Oh no, I'm sorry about that. I thought you meant the other way around. Assassinate. You wonder how Harmony will do. I wish Square Harmony could come back. One of everyone's favorite decks, really. I mean, everyone was requesting for it to be nerfed, to be fair. And then it got nerfed. And we all want it back. Why would they make the best bronze in Novgorod better? Are we referring to the Viper Witcher Mentor? Luna has returned. Thanks for the follow, Luna. Thanks for returning. I just killed that immediately, right? The fact that he's pinging different cards suggests it might be a sort of Arnaga deck. I doubt it though, but it could be. So far there's no rush. I think we just bleed that, honestly.
What's better than a dead noble? 2 dead nobles.
Do we bleed it? We probably don't have to. We probably bleed this. Yeah, we give him Crow back. Thanks for the follow. Chill. The main sword. Yeah, I don't know why they buffed the main sword, but my gosh, does it make this deck so much stronger. Also, if you know the provisions of the cards, it gives you such a good indication of whether they drew the cards or not. So it's a nice indication for whether you should push or not. Hey, Daskan. See you lovely later. Fun streaming. Enjoy your exercise. I myself have to go tomorrow. Yeah, he's definitely setting up all of these. Maybe he's going to play his own mentor. That could be it. I'm thinking we just, honestly, we just Serenova here. Perhaps not yet. I don't need to do it yet. Oops, I almost clicked that. Goodness me. And we could bleed. Yeah, we could bleed you. Okay, so far we've got 4 card difference. Not bad. We're winning on even here. We should win on even. Question is, do we want a 2-0? We likely 2-0 very easily if we do get Kolgrim. Another month with Kolgrim. Yeah, I'm using this deck mainly to climb back to Pro as quickly as possible. After that, we're going to try out some Syndicate, I think. Also, I want to see what Monsters is like. Okay. Well, now we can actually play Gorther, is what we can do. And then we play Viper Witcher Mentor, and it has a 12 provision card in deck. 12 provision card. I love the Olaf hymn change. That is looking like a very nice deck. The only thing I don't like about it is the fact that people are playing it in Lippy decks, making Lippy stronger. You really want to build a Heim Olaf deck, well, go for it. Was that last card buffed? I thought Mentor was Adrenaline 2. Yeah, it was buffed to Adrenaline 3. I know, right? He realizes now he's losing on even here. Madman Lugos. Now we can... Oh, let's see what's in his graveyard. Yeah, we probably do use this real quick. I think we give him the Uncrate Warrior back. Okay, and we could play Ciri now. Honestly, I think we just play Ciri. I see no reason why not to. If I play her round 1, chances are bigger he doesn't run Grey Mist. If this deck remains meta, I will be including Grey Mist in every Skellige deck I have. Hey MJR, I have been well. How are you doing? Going to look while get these kids ready for the day. Good luck. Have fun. I wonder, has school started across the world yet? It hasn't started here. Because of the whole COVID story, we now have to wait a whole month before classes start for high school, university even. I would have started already if it wasn't for COVID. Champions Charge, you think so? If he commits Champions Charge now, I'm not too bothered actually. He already used his raid card, Fabiorn. So he actually has to have it in hand then. That's good.
Treason, turncoats, rats. You will not regret this, sir. Strike first and strike hard.
I mean, he could play another card, but it wouldn't help with it. Uni never stopped here. Oh, really? School started here in Canada? But not uni. Yeah, man. I'm likely going to be attending an online course as well. I really hope this COVID thing just normalizes at the end of this year. Because let's be honest, it's going to take at least another year before it's normal. Though I don't think we'll ever reach a normal state again. I think a lot of people will continue wearing masks. We're going to end up being that generation where we get angry if our kids cough in class and not wear masks. It's like the people who survived wars and they don't waste a single crumb of bread because they're so used to not having it. We're going to be that generation. Except with germs. And toilet paper. We didn't have that much of a toilet paper problem here in South Africa, to be fair. That was more of a USA problem, okay? Didn't really affect us that much.
Monsters. No, a goat will suffice.
Still, okay, so he hasn't drawn that card yet. Again, that gives me such a great indication of whether I should push or not. I could play Kolgrim, but it's hardly worth it. Yeah, I'm just gonna continue pushing. I can very well pass here. It was the weirdest thing. If you don't have food, you don't need the toilet paper. Yeah, we 2-0 here, right? Yeah.
To clear my name and restore my freedom, sir.
He could kill that. But if he does, it doesn't really bother me. Skirmisher from hand never gets I know. No.
Who wants to taste Skellige steel?
I could pass. It depends. Oh, honestly, we don't. We don't pass.
Good
6 points Cynthia. Sure.
I like to improvise.
Not ideal, but he doesn't catch up here. He shouldn't catch up. Mate, let's see. If he has more Varg, he gets rid of 9 points. He catches up if he has more Varg. Nice. Finish him. GG. GG.
Valyria and Rivia for the north.
Shield wall. Okay. Wholesome shield wall. And we've got the nice Meave outfit right there. Green Ursi, that's cheating. How dare you do that? Thank you very much. Not necessary, but I appreciate it. Toady Joust. We don't need all of these right now. Peter, I'm gonna throw you away for now. You might get a big old boosted unit later on. Kajix thinks of the follow. The thing with Shield Wall is, it's absolutely screwed if you're playing against Lockdown. Because you don't get that shielded Anzies or Selkirk. They just die. Also, this needs to die right now. I'm sorry. Yes, you should apologize. Where do I find Shanmiri's deck doc? You go onto his stream. Even if he's not there, you can just go into his chat, say !deck, and it will pop up. Okay, we've got an actual new deck. This is cool. So what do? Every turn, yeah, you get 2 points if you have a shield. So you're gonna have more ways to give shields, most likely. Now, keeping Peter might have been the thing we had to do here. Or we just ping it. And then kill it.
Your life was worth a great deal, my lord. Take comfort in that.
The Morix thinks of the follow. Now what's going to be interesting here is seeing which goes off first. Okay, so they made the bleeding go off after the shield got its boost, which is interesting. Okay, well, we just kill you, actually. This Excel file for the championship without borders, how old is this? Oh, that can go. That can go, Damon. We don't need that anymore. The Morix, this deck I'm currently playing. It's very similar to this one, but I'll give you the actual link after this game. Oh wow, alright. Sangreal. Respect, respect. Okay, we're on red coin here, so there's really no rush. We can just go for Cynthia so long.
I like to improvise.
I mean, if I knew he was going to play Vindhelm, I would have kept Peter, to be fair. I know we'd need Peter. I just didn't think we needed round 1 already. Frenzy Duo. Move a unit to the other row. Are you playing Corvo by any chance? I would have a lot of respect if you do. Do we risk playing Berenger now already? I didn't think so.
Kill the dog diddlers.
The Nordling's hatred for us will never win.
Nice. Very nice. That's what we wanted. Any volunteers for testing law? Yes, chat, go test all the decks Damon has so nicely added there in a document. Mystic and Soliman, thanks for the follows. Ah, okay, so we see Anzies. And we now have the little symbol I was hoping for. So with status we can play Hunting Pack. Now we have 3 doggos in a row. And it's not enough. This is a nice opportunity for him to pass. If he doesn't, we definitely play Berenger, and that's it, okay. Probably go with coated weapons. pre-roll ads are on, run an ad break to disable them. I hated that Twitch changed it. So streamers can't turn off pre-roll ads anymore. Normally that was an option everyone had on. And now, unless you run an ad every 15 minutes, it's forced onto the channel. Because if I go onto a channel and an ad starts, I just pop right off and go onto another one. Restock, thanks for the follow. Honestly, we can 2-0 with this deck, especially since we have Kolgrim with Adrenaline 2. And Viper Witcher Mentor. You know what? This is it. We just don't need Hefty Helga. I'll go with that one any day, though. War Council, what would it give us? It could even give us Serenova. I think we start off with our defender, but I'm a little bit afraid. Because there's a slight chance that he ends up killing it and then resetting Kolgrim with Baron. Because they do run Baron in this deck. Maybe we do just go with War Council.
What is truth if not an illusion?
No chance.
Not ideal. That wasn't ideal. Mary Neo, thanks for the follow. I was hoping to get Ciri, in all honesty. But I think we... Oh, it's Black Rayla. What? Respect, man. Major respect. Actual Black Rayla. Look at that. If the whole meta is gonna be like this, then I'm good to go. This is the type of Gwent I know and love. Okay, so we're getting our second Neuromancy out, playing drama to protect Black Rayla, makes sense.
Left, right.
Okay.
Left, right.
And problem is that Kolgrim doesn't give us a lot of value. I'm still gonna bleed here. I want to get Corvo out. If he has Visigoth, Corvo needs to go. He's committed quite a bit. I think he's playing the Witcher trio as well. He has some sort of mixed deck. Just need to kind of make sure Tia is alright with that, as if... Yeah, I'm okay with it. Don't worry. I'm more than okay with it. For your information, Creed, thank you for the follow. I mean, maybe we do just pass here. Unless we commit like one Viper Witcher Mentor because we can. Yes. Now, how big are you gonna get?
Strike first and strike hard.
Okay, so biggest card in deck is a 9 provision card. I mean, we play Viper Witcher Mentor again, right? It's just gonna get smaller. Hello, Creed. Oh, it's Trident Infantry! Oh, that's so wholesome. Oh, what do we throw back? Sangreal? Maybe shouldn't have done that just yet.
Monsters. No, a goat will suffice for now.
Okay, so I would have played Kolgrim if there was a bigger card difference, but there isn't. Oh, it's Anna. This guy is so playing Corvo. Oh, are we gonna be a card down now? Yeah. See, the thing with Kolgrim is he still gets points even if you are a card down. So you get Kolgrim for another round. The thing is, does he get reset? Most likely. Okay, so we need to kill Corvo, so that stays. What are we missing? I mean, Ciri would help. 6-point assassination, hefty Helga, coated weapons, could work. Is there anybody who not received season rewards or can't see the name of the journey quest? Can't see the name of the journey quest, no. Okay, so we get 5 points with Kolgrim. Again, I think this guy has Baron. He likely has Selkirk. Oh, okay. Redanian Archer. So we immediately just do that. You play Kolgrim.
I demand justice. A trial by ordeal.
I knew it. I absolutely knew it.
The sign of a healthy mind.
Oh man. I knew it.
Target acquired.
Kolgrim friend. Kolgrim friend, Corvo friend. That's what I want to see. Oof. Well, he can't play Selkirk. Selkirk is still order ability. He's got a Purify. Awesome. Oh man, that's one of those old school decks. I still didn't think Corvo is viable. It's my favorite card, but it just isn't viable.